But what is our problem? The reason an alcoholic is easy to identify is because he stands out from the crowd. Amongst family, amongst friends, that alcoholic stands out, saying there's something not quite right with him, he needs help. Maaf karna, we're in a room full of alcoholics. That's why we can't recognize our own bimari. Because we're talking to people who are ill. Everybody is ill. Everybody that we come in contact with is ill, with the same illness as us. And if everybody is ill in the whole world, then how will you recognize that there's something wrong with you? Bani says, Sansar rogi. The whole world is diseased. And what is the rog? Haume dirg rog hai. Ego, I am, I exist, I'm okay. That is the disease that we all have. Now, in a room, in a world full of the same disease, how are you going to identify that you're diseased? Bani says, Sangat, Sant Sangat. Go to the people that are healed. They'll identify your problem. And of all the sants, who's the greatest sant? Tan Tan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Bani. Mera Ved Guru Gobinda. Guru is the doctor. Guru is the healer. We have to understand these words. But the first thing is we have to admit that there's a problem. The problem is I am. I am and I'm okay with it. I am and I'm okay with it. Kyun? Because I'm not a bad person. I do my kirt kamai. I live an honest life. Yeah? Come to the Gurdwara, that's the Naam Simran one done. Yeah? Give a bit of money to the Gurdwara, give a bit of money to charity, that's the Van Shakana done. I tick all the 3 boxes, don't I? Naam Japna, Van Shakana, Kirt Karni. We tick all those boxes, we say, fir problem ki hai? But this isn't the problem that the Guru is identifying. Guru is identifying the darkness of your mind. Yeah? And Bani talks about andhyar, andhera. Yeah? Jaiso chanda ugve suraj chade hajar. Ete chanan hondya gurbin kor andhar. Andhar is within you. And what is the 100 chanda? Suraj chade hajar. That's our BMWs, our Mercedes, our paise, our Maya. You might surround yourself with the biggest koti, lots of jewelry, and say, but I earned all these. I haven't stolen these from anyone. This is my hard-earned work. Maya isn't the problem. Let's not blame Maya either. Maya is not the problem. The andhera is the problem, the darkness. But we have to know that there is darkness. And how do we know? We have to start identifying that actually if I sat in a room on my own, with no distractions, I would struggle. That's something we have to admit within ourselves. I would struggle sitting in a room on my own for 25 minutes, 30 minutes. My mind would just wander in all directions. I have to admit that I like being distracted. I like distracting myself with the music and TV and entertainment. Not that there's anything wrong with those things. Just admit that we are being Chalo, let's say we accept that we have a problem. Now what? What's the next step? The mind has to be molded, has to be refined, has to be fine-tuned. What is the value in a lump of coal? Does it have any value? What can you do with it? Not much. But when it is pounded and refined and broken and broken and broken down and smoothened and shaped, what can come out of it is a diamond. The diamond in its raw format has no value. A lump of gold in its raw format has nowhere near the value as a refined piece of gold, shined, polished, hammered into shape. And the mind, although we've said is darkness, once refined, once shaped, can deliver the jewels. Mat vich ratan jawahar manik je ik gur ki sikh suni. So we've identified there's a problem. We know that the next step is that we have to refine it, we have to control it, we have to shape it. We have to own our mind. Our mind shouldn't own us. Right now, we are the slaves to our mind. We have to take ownership of it. And that happens with the Guru's instruction. How do we do this? Je ik gur ki sikh suni. Here the word sikh means siksha. Yeah? If we listen to the teaching of the Guru. What is the teaching of the Guru? Man tu jot saroop hai, apna mool pachan. You are the light. Recognize it. Now here's me sitting and telling us that we're darkness. But Guru is saying that you're not darkness, you're light. See, Sikhi is not black and white. It's not left or right. We are darkness. But within the darkness, just as though in the lump of coal, there is the diamond. Within the rock, there is the gold. There is the jewelry. In the same way, within the darkness of our mind, at the root of it, there is light. Apna mool pachan. Going back to the subject of the talk, connecting with the Guru. How do we connect? How do we connect with this thing called God? The next line of this Shabad, Man tu jot saroop hai, apna mool pachan, man harji tere naal hai. God is with you. Harji tere naal hai. Now where is this Harji? Where? We don't see it in our day-to-day life, right? And part of the reason why we don't see it is we allow ourselves to be distracted. Man harji tere naal hai, gurmati rangman. But you still have to go back to the Guru's instruction. The Guru will show you how to find this. So where do we find this Har? Where do we find this God? And why are we interested in this God? A very important question to ask at this stage of the rehabilitation. Okay, I admit I have a problem. Okay, I admit my mind is dark. Okay, I admit that within me is the light of God. But I'm not harming anyone, am I? Let me stay where I am. Because this refining the mind business sounds too complicated, sounds like a lot of trouble, sounds like a lot of effort. And in reality, I quite like myself. I'm okay with myself. I don't mind that I go to work, I earn an honest living. I don't mind that I don't hurt anyone. I come home, I spend my money and I enjoy my life. Nobody's blaming you. But then don't call yourself a student of the Guru. Don't call yourself a student. Don't say that I'm a patient in this hospital when you never turn up. Don't say that this is my doctor if you don't follow the doctor's instruction. Be honest with yourself. Say, actually, I don't follow this stuff. I like the sound of it. I come and listen to the doctor every week. Doctor, if you go to the doctor every week and says, doctor, this is my problem. Doctor says, goli kha, do this, stop doing that. Say, thank you. You go home, you come back next week. Doctor, this is my problem. He tells you the same thing again. Do this, stop doing this, eat this, stop doing this, wake up at this time, do these things. And you go home and you say, oh, doctor said some really good things today. And then you carry on with your life and you go listen to the doctor again. Stop doing that. Admit to yourself, you know what, actually, the doctor is quite nice. He's a very friendly person. He talks to me very nicely. He gives me nice prasad at the end of the meal. Yeah, when I listen to the doctor gives me nice prasad. Then all my friends also go to the same doctor. But admit to yourself that actually I'm not actually listening to what the doctor is saying. Some of us are actually trying to listen to what the doctor is saying. We're actually trying to do the Simran, the Nityanem, the part. We do all those things. But then we still go and we say, it's not working. At least we're trying. So we have to ask ourselves, and again, this is not about blame. I have no interest in blame. Who am I? I'm just the same as anyone else. I'm not sitting here, Mr. High and Mighty. Don't get me wrong. Yeah? It's about us learning together. Either we actually follow what the Guru is saying, or we say, I'm quite happy with myself, I'll just, thanks but no thanks. That's a question for us to ask ourselves. That's not for anybody else to judge. Nobody else can walk around and say, you're a Gursikh or not. That's for you to decide. You don't know what's in their mind, they don't know what's in your mind. But if we say that we're going to go down this path, then we have to start following the advice of the doctor. What does the Guru tell you? That if there is light inside you, if there is Jyot, Har, God inside you, how do you find it? Where should I go look? What is the real Gurdwara that you have to go visit? Man Mandar, Tan Ves Kalandar, Kat Hi Tirat Nama. There's a Gurdwara inside you. Did you know that? There's Harida Mandir, a golden temple inside you. Man Mandir. Within you, there is a Gurdwara that you've never visited. And you can't do that with the TV on. You can't do that listening to your headphones and listening to your music. Nobody says don't do those things. But don't think that you're doing something holy. That's why we come to the Gurdwara, right? To take ourselves away from that. There are people who never turn up. There are people who never go to the Gurdwara. We made the effort. We're coming here. We're saying, actually, I do want to learn. I am here to learn. I've actively chosen to switch all those things off and come here. First step, done. Now we might realize actually there's something more to do within ourselves. And that is that when you're sitting in the darbar of the Guru, you have to go that one step deeper and go into your own darbar, into your own mandir. Go tirath, otherwise this becomes a tirath. And any external tirath is not accepted by the Guru. You have to go into this tirath. Man mandar tan ves kalandar. My body is dressed up like a yogi, like a sadhu, like a Sikh. I'm dressed in this way. But I have to go into the temple of my own self. And I have to bathe in that holy pool. Otherwise you think you've done something of value when you go to Sri Darbar Sahib and you have your ishnan in that pani there and you think, I'm done. That's no different to any other Tirath. Kat hi Tirath nama. Yeah? You have to go within yourself.